Alright, it's been a minute since I've played this, so just give me a moment to sort of feel here. And try not to distract that guy. Use my blink here. There, lay down. Oh, go over here, buddy. Careful. It's a good way to die. God damn, that's a drop. Huh. Yeah, that's a little more detailed than I would have expected, considering it's just like a weird mini rendering. Anyway, that's neat. Risk of falling, you don't fucking say. So let's have a quick look around here. Okay, he was slightly alarmed. And let's deal with this guy too. So for those of you who just who missed the last episode for some reason, go back and watch it. But if you won't, we're on our way to take out the Lord Regent himself. Or no, we've done that. We've taken out the Lord Regent. We were turned on by our compatriots, and now we're going to settle the score with the Admiral and all the others who have holed up in this tower because they know that, or this lighthouse, I guess, because they know you're going to come and get them. They thought they killed you, but I imagine by this point they're aware that they super didn't. Gotta make that quick.
Someone get over here.
It's fine. Nobody needs to come over here. I could just easily dispose of these bodies by throwing them overboard. If they didn't land on that stupid thing. I kinda want to see how far down that corpse will go. Oh wow. That's a lot further than I would have expected. And... oh. Blinked out of existence. It almost seemed to make it to the water. I'm a little impressed. Just realized that all of my powers and like my magic juice and my health are low. Burroughs Lighthouse. Oh hey look, it's the Spy Master. Or former Lord Regent. See, we can hear, I think, the Admiral talking here. Yep, that's the Admiral.
My friends, the times we've had. I'm almost sorry this moment's come. Our enemies have fallen. We've put an empress on the throne who will take.
He appears to be dead.
And by the time she does, she'll be ours. She's young. Emily the First could reign for 60, 70 years if she's kept safe. So, what we can do in that time. Look how much we've changed the city already. The golden age is coming. And no one will ever know what I had to do.
I'll go deal with him in a second. I'm just having a look around here.
Will you? This is all Martin's fault. If we hadn't helped Corvo get out of prison, Corvo hadn't been so damn good at his job. We hadn't gotten greedy, afraid. If Always too sure that would be
So yeah, you get a sense of Havelock's growing.
too sure of what I want. Too sure of
That's what I'm
I
looking
wanted
for
to do
here.
when other men
His
stopped to
growing
consider.
paranoia.
So
He went and poisoned Martin,
I know
and
Corvo
I assume he
just
killed
like he killed for the others.
Pendleton.
Crossing
I
the island below
don't
like
see
the-
Pendleton. Oh wait, no, there he is.
It's only a question
Also
of how
poisoned.
and when. I'm lacking a counter move. It's all falling apart. All the steps that led us here made sense. When I was young, I went to sea, took command of a ship, and made aimless men into sailors. Made a collection of boats into a navy. Then founded a conspiracy and almost led an empire. No compromise. Never showed mercy. Never showed weakness. I showed the world what mattered. Will and vision. And not being afraid of getting dirty. And now, I'll lose it all to a man with a faster sword hand. Or is it that he has a slower sword hand? There's something wrong.
So yeah, this guy's just wallowing in
He'll
his
make a good story for
self-pity.
history. I'll have a good epitaph. In his time, he commanded a noble lord, a high overseer,
Uh-huh.
the man who brought down a tyrant, Admiral Havelock, son of the high ocean. Did you think I'd fight you, Corvo? Sorry to disappoint. This is yours. The key to Emily's cell. She'll be glad to see you. You made quite an impression on her.
I'll bet I did. I don't have any sleep darts.
But you constantly. Where you were. What you've been doing. I told her. In the end, I told her everything. From the start, when we had such noble goals in mind. To the end, when we were afraid, fighting in secrecy about who we could trust and who we had to kill. Arguing over who would act as new Lord Regent. And she listened, eyes wide. She's become an interesting girl. If she lives, she'll make a
Yeah, I
memorable
guess she will.
entrance. Go ahead. Kill me or take me to Coldridge Prison. Make your choice. She'll be watching.
Well, I'm taking you to prison. So I'm doing this so that I can choke him out. For some reason, after you start talking to somebody or they notice you, you can't just choke them out. Yeah, Emily was watching. Well, she saw me show mercy. Also, she saw me take a man over and then walk in his skin for a moment. But details. Let's see, can I set him up here? Nope. Oh, I'm not going to throw him around anymore in case he dies. So, we have now dismantled the conspiracy.
Who is that?
Mostly because
Admiral
Havelock
Havelock?
killed everybody that knew him.
If you don't let me out, I'm going to make you stand in a corner until you learn.
Oh, I love Emily. She's so great.
Corvo?
Oh, it's Corvo. Don't worry. Here it comes to save the day. Didn't he give me the key? Oh, he placed it on the thing. What a douche. First, let's see what's going on in there. Well, at least I had the good sense to put her next to the door so we could believably think she's knocking.
Corvo! I knew you'd come. Is it going to be okay now?
You sure
Am I
will.
the Empress?
And that's that.
So ends the interregnum, and now Emily Caldwin the First will take her mother's throne after a season of
Turmoil's
toil.
one way to put it.
You will stand at her side, Corvo, guiding her young mind and protecting her from those who seek to exploit her or cause her harm.
Here we actually see Corvo's face.
You watched and listened when other men would have shouted in rage, you held back instead of striking. So it is with the passing of the plague and Emily's ascension, comes a golden age, brought about
well, also by
your
them.
hand.
Yeah, so now we see the results of all our decisions. People that we saved, people we didn't save.
And decades hence, when your hair turns white and you pass from this world, Empress Emily, Emily the Wise, at the height of her power, will lay your body down within her mother's great tomb, because you are more to her than royal protector. Farewell, Corvo.
See, they really made that scene quite final, but what do you know, there's actually a Dishonored 2, and that's coming out in like a month or two. So I'm not going to wish you farewell yet. We're just going to try to skip through these and begin the Knife of Dunwall DLC. So for this DLC, we're going to be playing, I believe... Oh, unlocking difficulty. Okay. As I was saying, the Knife of Dunwall DLC, I believe we're playing as Daud, the man that I spared who literally killed the Empress with his sword. Then if I'm not mistaken, and obviously we'll see in a moment, I believe this is where this takes place alongside the main story, mostly while Corvo is in prison. So we're going to go ahead and start a new game. Okay, these are slightly different. I think we're just going to play that on the normal difficulty. And I'll be experiencing this for the first time, so you'll get to come along with me in this wonder.
One more job shouldn't have mattered. I'd killed nobles before. You could float a whaling ship, and the high-born blood I've spilled. Another noble steps in to replace the last one. All equally corrupt.
Boy, that didn't take a whole lot to set up, did it?
Why should an empress be different? But she was. I watched her.
This is weird to see on the other direction.
Away.
Like from the other side.
Dead eyes. I knew I'd pay for this one. Maybe I deserve to.
Yep, and there's Hiram Burroughs preventing the guards from going up there and doing anything.
Was coming. That would shake apart everything I'd built.
No! Get away from her!
And stabby stab.
Corvo!
Knife goes in, guts come out. Whoa. It sure is a place. Alright, outsider, what you got for me? We saw that he already had power, so he's already been visited by the outsider. I think. I believe that's how it works. Okay. So there's the body of Empress Caldwell. You killed her, you killed her, you killed her, you killed her. Yes, yes, she's dead. So you get right off the bat that he feels an immense regret for taking that job. That even as a professional assassin, he recognizes that what he did may have been wrong. Okay, we've only got level 1 Blink. So there's the High Overseer. Remember him from the time we put a brand on his face and threw him out of society. Excuse me while I just take this in. Sky Whale. For those of you who might play Magic the Gathering would be aware that sky whales are now a thing on Kaladesh. Is it just me, or does he sort of, like, lean naturally to one side? Maybe that's just a room. It's hard to tell. Well, this place got flip-turned upside down now, didn't it? Well, always go towards the light. His powers have a different sound. That's a little odd. Wonder if that's the one they're going to go with in Dishonored 2.
Daud, my
Okay, so he has met him.
It's been a long while, but you've got my interest again.
Alright, Yarlathep, what you got for
How
me?
the years pass and the bodies fall. Did you know that there are only 8 like you in the world, bearing
shit.
my mark? I'm here because you're right. The Empress was different. This time, you can't just fade away into the shadows. There will be consequences. Your story is close to ending, and even you can't escape it. But what ending will you make for yourself?
That's cryptic.
I'm here to give you.
Are they just gonna
one
override
last
my
gift,
decision and Daud dies?
It's a mystery. One that starts
Oh,
with
Jesus.
a name. Delilah.
Sounded just like something out of a pulp detective comic or something.
For 6 months, the city writhed and changed. For 6 months, I tried to forget what I'd done to the Empress and her little girl. But there was no forgetting. I needed to find my next move. But all I had was that name. Delilah. Who was she? A threat? Or an ally? Word came from my second-in-command, Billy Lurk.
That's a good name, Billy Lurk.
In a house built on secrets. Lurk was especially good at uncovering them. There was a ship called the Delilah that hunted whales for Bundry Rothwild. A former deckhand.
Good for him.
Made good. Now he owned a slaughterhouse, and he ran his workers like
That's
a
not so
prison
great.
gang. A ship named Delilah. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. In Dunwall, things are always tangled up.
This
like
really
a
is
bag
like
of snakes.
Pulp Fiction. Alright, so before running a mission, we can use our network to buy stuff. Anybody who watched the main game knows my preference. Wrist bow. Nice. Favors. Safe code. Stolen room. Okay. So these are things to make the mission easier. I'm gonna bypass that for now. Wristbow stuff, combat sleep dart, bone charm capacity. Ooh, choke dust. Better sleep dart capacity. I'll take that. And I'll take a rewire tool. That should be good enough. Let's go on to the mission. So what's this about? Bundry Rothschild is a ruthless businessman who owns a slaughterhouse and a fleet of whaling ships, including a ship called the Delilah. Infiltrate and find out what's behind the name. Seems decent.
Daud, you're here. I got bored, so I started without you. Turns out we're here on the perfect day. There's a strike at the
Interesting.
plant, and it's no wonder. Rothwild runs this place like a prison. The stupid workers can't even get in without a time card. When the strike started, the butchers confiscated all the cards
great.
they could find. They've given the City Watch free rein to use force. If you ever wondered why I wanted out of the slums, here's your answer. There'll be other ways in, I'm sure of it. You don't mind if I tag along, right? Just to keep an old man
Gee,
safe.
thanks.
One last thing. I found something for you. I know you collect these. I'll be on the rooftops till you need me.
Thank you. So, let's try that other power. Anything around here?
You have to give me back my time card. I can't get back in. You had no right to
I don't see any. Maybe you need to be closer with this power than the heart.
try and get past me.
Go home, mister. Orders are to confiscate those cards. No exceptions.
I hope you die weeping. All of you. I hope the plague gets you.
Okay. It's too far. So I have no option but to move down.
It's no use asking me anything. They've got my time card. I can't even get in to pick up my things. Anyone who knows anything's locked up down by the docks.
I see.
I should have been with him. How am I gonna get into work without
Oh,
my
clearly
time
you're
card?
not. So... Oh, I hate those things. Ha! Wanted Corvo Atano. Alright, so this is after he broke out. Do 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 do. Chokehold. Yeah, crap I can sell on the black market. Oh, it feels awkward to move around as slowly as I do without my upgrades.
After what happened last night, I believe so.
Let's take a look at what I've got. I have a rune. Summon Assassin. Oh, okay. So he has slightly different powers. Okay. I think I want the jump height. That's one of the more useful abilities to have. So I'm going to take a look downstairs before I go up, because I'm pretty sure up is where progress is. See if I can find anything valuable or useful down here. Oh, this just leads right back out to the street. And death. Alright, so up top we go. Looks kind of like they just flipped the staircase from the tavern. Interesting, Daud wear... No, he's wearing two gloves. It just wasn't very obvious. I thought he was wearing one glove and a weird assassin-y Michael Jackson thing.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I was wondering where that came from.
Huh?
Oh, crap.
Get over here. Die! Firing!
Fucking die! Oh, that could have gone more smoothly. Oh, I picked up a gun. So that's alright. Not going to use it right now, though. Yeah, that was dumb of me. Just wasn't paying attention to where I was in relation to things. Hero's Elixir, point of 10. Should probably take a Sokolov Elixir. I don't want to get just straight killed if I get shot again. They managed to make the double jump feel... Oh no, there it is. I thought it felt a little smoother, but no, it's the same. Can't get up there. Damn it. Not what I wanted to do. Yeah, it doesn't work. Hemlock. From Belton. Poison. Oh, that's cheery. You dead, pal? Hard to tell. Looks like his hand's moving, but I can't really be sure. Anyway, that's where I'm headed, but first I want to just take a look around. How about that other power? Okay. There's a bone charm right there. And a rune off in that direction someplace. That's a Weeper. But he's dead. Probably. Let's make sure. Okay, pretty sure now. Doesn't appear to be much I can do in this alley. No, can't make that. Didn't mean to leap that, but whatever. So, what's his deal? That must be a hired thug that works for, the slaughterhouse. So I need to get past the wall of light. There's an apartment building over there.
Attention. Under plague conditions, failure to report for work at industries deemed vital to state interests has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
Of course it has. So, suppressing unions. That's lovely. Nah, it's fine. Is there even a way up here other than magic? Anyway, this gets us past the wall of light. That's a whale corpse. Or a whaling boat? No, it looks like a whale. I can't tell. I don't know.
You've had your fun, Butcher.
It's got to be a whale. Whale corpse. That sure as hell is.
So you know the Regent doesn't give a shit who wins your little labor dispute. The Regent cares about the whale oil coming out on schedule.
He'll get what he needs.
So the main entrance is about 60 meters away. Brined hagfish. Gross. Shit. That wasn't what I meant to do. I hit A instead of X and didn't jump. Because I'm great at video games.